New York knows this feeling. We've seen it before. A young New York arm taking the league by storm. In 2014, it was Jacob deGrom, unrecognized to unhittable overnight. Rookie of the Year, 2 Cy Youngs, and perseverance that revitalized his career. But now, that feeling is back. Cam Schlittler is doing the same thing. Same electricity, same toughness, and the same can you believe this rise. Tonight, in Texas, it's the blueprint and the possibility. The present versus the future. Swing and a miss. Game 2 of the Yankees and Rangers coming up next on Prime. Well, there are tornado warnings all around this area, but that roof is tight and closed, so we will have baseball as Prime presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Texas Rangers in the middle game of a 3-game set from Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball along with David Cohn. I'm Michael Kay. Yankees kept up their winning ways with a victory last night. They'll try to make it 2 in a row here in Texas. And as you saw at the beginning, what a pitching matchup we have. Cam Schlittler against Jacob deGrom. Let's look at both of these guys separately, and we'll start with the Yankee right-hander.
Well, yeah, when you look at Cam Schlittler, since he's come to the big leagues last year, he has taken the league by storm, and it is pretty much what you see is what you get. He throws strikes, he comes right after you, he's got a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, and a cutter. And about 80% of the time, that's all he throws. He's got a curve to go with it as well, but he hasn't really needed a third pitch as of yet because he's been so dominant so far.
Dominant to the tune of a 1.77 ERA, 41 strikeouts, 35 and 2/3 innings, and just 4 walks. Opponents at 172 against him. Now, if it wasn't for injuries, well, Jacob deGrom would be a surefire Hall of Famer. The way it is, even with the injuries, he still might get to Cooperstown, and now he's healthy and pitching well.
Yes, it's good to see for his sake and for the Rangers' sake because he's so good for the game. He's that kind of a pitcher. He's the one that puts fannies in the seats when he's right, and he's healthy again. And the thing about deGrom is he's always been power and precision, although he's throwing a few more changeups now, which is kind of a concession to age, but kind of the same Jacob deGrom that he's always been. Smooth delivery and a lot of power and a lot of control.
And take a look at his numbers, 2-0. 2.13 ERA and 35 strikeouts in 25 and a third innings, so he can still get you to swing and miss. Now, he's got a tough task in this game. Yankee lineup has been hitting top to bottom, but the 2 guys right there, 2-3, or whatever they want to bat them, Ben Rice and Aaron Judge, have been punishing major league pitchers all year.
Yeah, they've become a thing, right? You got to watch them back to back. You never know what's going to happen. Ben Rice just gets good at bat after good at bat. He gets the barrel of his bat on the ball and hits the ball as hard as anybody in the league, and really has for the last 2 years. I think people are starting to find out about him now. He's a special kid, and of course, everybody knows about Aaron Judge, and he goes back-to-back last night, right on top of Ben Rice. And this is Aaron Judge kind of rounding into form. A little bit of a slow start in the early part of April. It's not slow now. He's getting it going.
All right, 3rd teammates with 10 or more home runs through April. That's in the major leagues all time. And 2nd teammates with 10 or more home runs through 29 games. The other one in Yankee history, Mantle and Berra back in 1956. So settle in. You know who's getting the ball. Jacob deGrom. He'll throw the first pitch. Looking forward to the matchup with the reigning MVP, Aaron Judge. deGrom against Judge. It's coming up in just a moment. Lineups, first pitch, baseball, next on Prime. Little bit of a marquee matchup. Cam Schlittler and his his first 20 career starts, 7-4, 2.57. See the numbers. Jacob deGrom was 8-6 with a 2.69. 203 is the batting average against of Schlittler, and deGrom 231. If you like pitching, this should be fun. Jacob deGrom, minus the injuries, really one of the greats. He's that good. And we'll take a look at the Yankee lineup that he is going to face. Yankees coming at 19-10. It's Grisham, Rice, and Judge. 11 home runs for Judge this season. Then Bellinger, Chisholm, and Dominguez. That's the middle of the order. And the bottom third, Austin Wells will catch. Ryan McMahon at third. Jose Caballero plays short, and he's going to bat ninth.
And that lineup will face this veteran right-hander, and on the season, he's been pretty solid so far. Although he has given up 4 home runs, and he is giving up more fly balls this year, so we'll see how that plays out with this Yankee lineup in our pitcher's scouting report. The thing about Jacob is that he's always been fastball slider. You know what you're going to get, but he's just so precise, that power and control that goes with that fastball slider combo. And as I said before, his fly ball rate's way up, and that's why the slugging and the home runs that we noted before, it's kind of been a problem so far.
Let's check out the defense behind him. Osuna, Carter, and Nimmo left to right in the outfield. Infield, it's Young, Seager, Smith, and Berger. That's third to first. Yankee killer Danny Jansen behind the plate. Jock Peterson hit a home run yesterday. He'll be the DH. And Jacob deGrom, the 37-year-old right-hander from Florida, is on the mound. deGrom's ready. Grisham is ready. And let's do it here in Texas. Pitch is up and away, and we're underway. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. deGrom had 10 strikeouts in Thursday's win over the Pirates, and we told you 35 strikeouts in 25 1/3 this year. 2-0. Missed 3 times outside. 13th big league season for deGrom, coming off a healthy 2025. He made 30 starts, pitched to a 2.97 ERA. And those 30 starts, that's the most he's had since 2019. Into left center, Carter is there, make the play. Home plate umpire is Chris Conroy. He's considered neutral. 17 pitches have been challenged, 7 overturned. Calls fewer high strikes and more inside strikes on left-handed batters. He's the crew chief, and he's in 17th big league season. Tyler Jones at first, Ben May at second, and John Tumpain is over at third. Ben Rice takes a curveball for a strike. Oh, 0-2.
One thing about Jacob deGrom is he generally pitches away. He likes the outside corner. Doesn't pitch in all that much, maybe occasional slider. When you have as good a control as deGrom has, then you can kind of get away with that power style and just paint away. He's not a knockdown artist. He doesn't pitch in a lot.
Swing and a miss on the change. Rice down on strikes.
Well, this has been something Jacob deGrom has done more of this year. His changeup usage is up about 6 or 7% so far this year, and that was a good one there.
So here's Aaron Judge. deGrom's major league debut came in the Subway Series at Citi Field on May 15, 2014. 1 run in 7 innings, but he took the loss. Chase Whitley actually outdueled him. Yankees won 1-0. Whitley was also making his major league debut in that start. Two and one. DeGrom from the first base side of the rubber. Well, his fastball sitting at 97.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter right there, on the knees at the black and high velocity.
Three and two. DeGrom, disgusted with that pitch, turned towards center field as Bellinger waits on deck. The payoff. Up the middle and through for a base hit. Redirected a 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
You can see Aaron Judge even actually a little bit out in front of that, but covers it and gets enough of it. And he's so strong that even when he doesn't hit it all that well, he can still get it through the infield.
Judge has 5 stolen bases. Jansen has thrown out 3 of 8 attempted base stealers. Left side, and in the seats, foul. Bellinger in a little bit of a slump. 0 for his last 10, 2 for his last 21. Judge kind of fell toward first base. Not really a dive.
You know, word's out. You know, he's running this year, looking to steal bases.
And quickly 0-2 on Bellinger. Blocked by Jansen. Driven into right field. Nimmo back, still back, and that ball's off the top of the wall. Judge rounding third. They're sending him home. No throw, he'll score. It's an RBI double for Bellinger, and the Yankees lead 1-0.
Well, just a good at-bat by Bellinger, and you can see DeGrom tries to go up the ladder, and Bellinger would not allow it. Off the wall, high off the wall. And how about 6'7", 282 scoring from first on a double? Right here, he gets the word. You got to go, big guy. No problem.
That close, huh?
Yes, wow, off the line.
Nice way to break an 0 for 10. Pitch to Chisholm is up and away, 1-0. Jazz has had a home run in 3 of the last 5 games. Last 7 games hitting .357. That's right where it landed. See the indentation. A little bit of green, a little bit of yellow. If it hits the fence over the yellow, it's a home run. Driven out into right center field. On the run is Carter. Going back, reaching, and he makes a tremendous play. Oh, he saved a run, took an extra base hit away from Jazz Chisholm, and Jazz can't believe it. Put a star next to that one. What a catch by Carter. DeGrom appreciates it. Yankees get a run. Texas, Yankees get a run, robbed of more by a really terrific play by Evan Carter. Now Cam Schlittler takes him out. We'll face this Texas Rangers starting lineup. Nimmo, Young, and Seager at the top. Peterson, Berger, and Carter in the middle. Bottom third, Josh Smith, Alejandro Osuna, and Danny Jansen. Not a good hitter against most of baseball, but .253 career against the Yankees.
And here's Cam Schlittler towing the slab down here in Texas, and you can see it's a fantastic start for him. Those numbers are just off the charts, and he's fun to watch. And let's tell you a little bit more in our pitcher scouting report. It is the fastball trilogy, and that's the best way to put it. They're all fastballs, but they do something different: a cutter, a sinker, and a rider. And it's a 90-10 split. 90% of the time, it's one of those three types of fastballs. The other 10% of the time, it's a breaking ball. And then 41-4, that's strikeouts to walks. I mean, read that again. He's only walked 4 guys all year.
You're going to have a good test with this Ranger team. Not a great offensive team, but they do hit velocity. They have pretty good numbers against 95 plus, and that's what they'll see from Schlittler. Pitch outside. Nimmo hit .367 in his first 15 games. Last 14 hitting .190. Two and 0. And he pumps in a strike at 98. 2-1. Rangers have lost 6 of 9. They score the 5th fewest runs per game in baseball. But their pitching is so good that they allow the 4th fewest runs per game. Let's take a look at the Yankee defense. You've got Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge in the outfield. Infield, McMahon, Caballero, Chisholm, and Rice. Austin Wells behind the plate. Jason Dominguez at DH. Left field. Bellinger had him played shallow, going back, still going back, and he makes the play. A terrific play by Bellinger.
This is just fantastic. I mean, what a view right here. Watch the great jump. Never takes his eye off the ball. Just a split second, looked at the wall, and look at the finish. He sticks it. This shows you the athleticism of Bellinger, that he's able to go get it at full speed and stop himself like that. A fantastic athlete out there. It's hard to do. He's full speed, and he just stuck it. Usually you see guys run into the wall like that at full speed.
Here we see you. Here's Josh Young. 1-0. Only the first inning have we seen 2 outstanding defensive plays in the outfield. One for the Rangers and one here for the Yanks. And a strike.
The secret sauce for Cam Schlittler is just his relentless pounding of the strike zone. You can't say enough about it. How aggressive he is in the zone.
And David, you know, usually youth and velocity does not equal command, but with him it does.
It does, and his timing is perfect when you look at the strike zone the way it is in today's game, especially with the new challenge system. His style is perfect for what's going on with the strike zone this year.
Still 1-2 on Young.
There's the graphic we told you about. 90% almost fastball usage, but that fastball does something different every time.
Young in a battle. Two and two.
It's interesting to see, you know, from my perspective, Michael, to see both pitchers pitching from the same slot, both on the rubber and almost where they land.
Into center field, coming on Grisham, and he makes the play. A defensive clinic here in the first inning.
Both plays equally as impressive. Different degrees of difficulty. Bellinger had to get on his horse. Grisham had to get a jump. And those liners right at you are the hardest reads. And look at him come and get it. All or nothing, because if he misses it, it's to the wall. And nobody back there to help him. Gutsy play, great read.
All right, now it's Judge's turn. Here's Seager. Oh and 1. Seager struck out 3 times last night. One and 1. Line, right field, it's a base hit. It's going to go to the wall. Playing it out there is Judge. He comes up firing, and Seager's in there with a double.
He kind of left the curveball up just enough. That's right to where Seager likes it. He recognizes it and drills it down the line.
So here's Jock Peterson. Home run last night against Camilo Doval. One and 1. Got 99 by him.
It's an effortless looking 99. Such a smooth delivery. And Schlittler really uses his leverage, his height. Over the top delivery.
fouled right back. He's reaching back. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That'll do in the first. The first inning has been a glove story. Leather and grace from both sides. One by the Rangers, two by the Yankees. Glove is a many-splendored thing. Jason Dominguez leads off against Jacob deGrom, and he fouls the first pitch back. Tell you what, David, two excellent pitchers on the mound, but a lot of hard hit balls in that first inning.
Yes, and you called it. You know, the Rangers are, you know, they can tune it up for fastballs. And of course, the Yankees have some thump in their lineup.
0-2. Swing and a miss. The slider. One away.
90-mile-an-hour slider down right over the heart of the plate. Those are the ones that are the most effective. They look like they're right down the middle and then they disappear.
There's Austin Wells. Well, it was addressed on our pregame shows. Stanton put on the IL out of an abundance of caution. They took an MRI. It wasn't a terrible injury, but discretion the better part of valor. They call up Max Schumann, utility man, and Schumann's probably here for one day because he'll go down, and then Elmer Rodriguez will get the start tomorrow. And everybody's excited about that. He has torn up the minor leagues, AA last year, then triple, and then AAA this year. And he also looked great in spring training.
22 years old.
High fly ball, right center field. And making the catch is Carter. Now, Meredith, you spoke to Giancarlo, right?
And Michael, he was hoping he'd be able to avoid the injured list. He did say his calf is feeling better. I asked him if he had a time frame, and he said right now he's not sure. He's just doing some exercises and some treatment. He'll have a much better idea when he starts doing some jogging and some running. He said he expects that to take place next week at Yankee Stadium. He doesn't believe it's going to be too long, but until he takes that step, he doesn't really have a date in mind.
Again, there's really no need to rush. You need him healthy, and if he plays on a bad calf and injures it worse, then you're talking about a long-term IL stint. 1-1 on McMahon. McMahon's hitting 5 straight games, hitting .333 over that time. A vast improvement over what he did the first 22 games, 125. He looks a little more comfortable up there.
Definitely making more contact as of late.
Ground ball. Great stop by Smith from his backside. And it gets McMahon for the final out. Really good play by Smith. Another defensive gem. We'll go to the bottom of the second. The NBA playoffs continue tomorrow on Prime with more round one action. It all starts with Paolo Banchero and the Magic returning to Motor City to take on Cade Cunningham and the Pistons. This could be the finish of a huge upset. Orlando's up 3-1. The NBA playoffs on Prime tomorrow. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. Eastern. Little robot bartender.
Do you have to tip him too?
I don't think so. Berger takes a strike to start the bottom of the second. One and one. Berger, Carter, and Smith. Jake 4 for his last 34 over his last 9 games, but he does lead the team with 19 RBIs. He's gone 11 games without driving in a run, though. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, overpowered him. 99 miles an hour upstairs.
Oof, some cheese for Berger. Up top. That was a little cheesy, wasn't it?
I liked it.
I can't take it back. It's like a hanging slider.
I thought it was well done. Evan Carter takes outside. Carter also slumping, 7 for 41. Over his last 14 games, that's 171. Foul back. .23 years old, 4th big league season.
Guys, one thing we know about Cam Schlittler, when he is on the mound, he is a man on a mission. David, you already documented his fastball usage and the way he goes out there and just attacks the zone. Well, I spoke to Jazz Chisholm Jr. about Schlittler after his last start, and he said he just loves playing behind him, saying he's hung out with him on the field, away from the field, and he's just two completely different people. But that's what you want in a starting pitcher. You want them to go out there and have a little bit of an edge, a guy that can flip the switch and just be a dog on the mound, as he put it. He said they love playing behind him, the way he attacks the zone, and he went on to compare his attitude on the mound with some other pitchers that have had success in pinstripes, like Carlos Rodon and Garrett Cole. He said everybody adores playing behind those types of guys that go out there and attack with an edge.
That one is looped and caught by Caballero, taking a base hit away from Carter.
A little jam sandwich, you got to go get it, and Jose does. Good pitch, good play.
Boy, he is impressed at shortstop. He has already 5 defensive runs saved, and only Bobby Witt Jr. of the Royals has better numbers in that category in all big league shortstops. Josh Smith fouls it off. Foul ball.
You ever hear the old term, but for pitchers, rock and fire?
Mm-hmm.
Cam Schlittler's got a little bit of that. The way he starts, a little rock and fire. Watch, here comes the rock part. Rock and fire. And boy, does he fire it. There's a smoothness to that delivery that's really sustainable. That allows him to throw so many strikes because of that rock and fire and smooth delivery.
Good curveball. Smith goes down. Third strikeout for Schlittler. Will go to the third. 1-0 Yanks.
Baseball on Prime. Michael, as you noted, tomorrow the Yankees' #3 prospect, 22-year-old right-hander Elmer Rodriguez will make his major league debut. When I spoke to Rodriguez earlier, he said he was in his hotel room in Pennsylvania playing video games at 11:40 at night when the hotel phone rang. He was a little confused as to who might be calling. It was the front desk. They told him to come downstairs, that his manager had an urgent message for him. He was confused by it, but went downstairs. When he got there, Shelley Duncan was waiting. That's when he delivered the news that he was heading to the big leagues and he'd be making his debut tomorrow. Rodriguez went on to tell me that he was a little shocked at first, but once he processed the news, he immediately called his parents, where his mom was so excited she pretty much jumped off the bed. Rodriguez told them, "You better get tickets from Puerto Rico to Texas to watch him pitch. They are both expected to be here tomorrow." Rodriguez went on to say it's just a dream come true for him to not only get the opportunity up here at this level, but to do it wearing a Yankees uniform. He cannot wait. He is excited. He already noted that he didn't sleep at all last night. He's hoping that he gets some rest tonight. But David, I'm sure you can attest to this. A lot of nerves, I'm sure, for Rodriguez tomorrow as he gets set to make his major league debut.
Yeah, that's a great point, Meredith. Sometimes it's better there's not enough time to process. Just get here, find your locker, go out and pitch.
Chopped to short. Seager. I would say that's very dramatic by Shelley Duncan. He probably knew what room the kid was in. Come down to the lobby, it's an emergency, and also when that hotel phone rings, that never happens anymore. You get panicky.
It's a great point. Everything's a production now. Everything's, you know, it's an Instagrammable moment.
Well, every manager I've ever spoken to said that sending someone down is the toughest thing you do. So I would say the greatest thing you do is tell somebody they're going up to the big leagues.
And you know the type of personality that Shelley Duncan is. You know, he thoroughly enjoys that.
2-0. Yankees actually got Elmer Rodriguez from the Red Sox in the deal for Carlos Narvaez, and Narvaez had such a good year last year. A lot of people questioned the deal, but the Yankees really had good reports on Cruz and felt, you know, this guy could be a special player. That one is wrapped into left center field, and another great catch, this time by Osuna, as he took an extra base hit away from Grisham.
We've got some outfielders getting their running in. And another on the run. Run to the spot, snag it.
These are not easy plays. They're covering a lot of real estate. Now, when the Yankees got Elmer Rodriguez, he was known as Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. He's dropped the Cruz, but he does like to be called ERC. Ground ball and grabbed there by Berger. And he flips to DeGrom as the Yankees go down in order 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Well, score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Yankees, the official source for your Yankees gear. Yankees lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. It'll be 8-9-1 in the Rangers' order against Cam Schlittler. Osuna takes a strike. Had a single and an RBI in last night's game. Since being called up, he's 3 for 6. Foul back.
Another 0-2 count for Cam Schlittler. And that really is his style of pitching. It's a race to get to 0-2 as many times as he can.
That one just missed. Right down the pipe. Osuna down looking. 4th strikeout for Schlittler. Let's take a look at what he throws. Statcast 3D by Google Cloud.
Well, there's nuance to these pitches, and we just saw one with that strikeout, but on the arsenal, the four-seamer, the cutter, and the sinker really is the trilogy of fastballs, and that's what you're going to see a lot of. And for hitters, it's just a little bit of subtle movement that tricks them, that last little two-seamer for a called 3rd strike.
Danny Jansen fouls a bat. Jansen against the Yankees hits 253. Against everybody else, he hits 216. Never been a great hitter. He's a good receiver, but against the Yankees, he ratchets it up. This might be as consistently fast as Schlittler has been so far this year.
Looks
99.
Like it's a good point. It looks like he's feeling good. He's turning it loose.
Fouled straight back here, David. Oh, just a little bit below the booth. You were ready.
I tried. Thought it was coming. It was coming right here.
And it's coming a long way if it comes close to where we are, because this and the booth in Washington is the highest booth that you could possibly imagine. You're broadcasting, watching the top of the baseball.
Cam Schlittler looks like he's 5'6" from here.
Ground ball, McMahon. Jansen's out on the 5-3, 2 down. 6 in a row retired by Schlittler. Back to the top of the order, and Brandon Nimmo. Fine running catch toward the corner by Bellinger in the 1st inning. Bellinger playing a little deeper. Now he's coming in again for the lefty swinging Nimmo. 0-1. It's an Aaron Judge fastball, 99.
0-2.
Race to 0-2. 6 of 10 first pitch strikes, 4 strikeouts so far, has not had a 3-ball count. 1-2 on Nimmo. Shattered bat, looped into left field, and Bellinger could not get there. A base hit for Nimmo. So he couldn't get it over Bellinger's head. He dunked it in front.
Talk about a saw-off job. Literally sawed him off. But Nimmo got enough of it. A dunker.
Here's Josh Young. Robbed of a base hit on a tremendous play by Grisham coming in center field. And a strike. Oh, 0-2. Again, 0-2.
Bob Gibson would be proud watching Cam Schlittler pitching off his fastball, going after people.
Strike 3, and it's going to be challenged by Young.
Pitch is on the strike. Here's challenging.
And he's wrong. It's strike 3.
Pitch to the strike. Texas has 1 challenge left.
No runs to hit. 1 man left on base. We go to the 4th. We like to call this segment, well, what do we like to call this segment, Mel?
How about that?
On Jacob deGrom, primarily a shortstop at Stetson University before becoming a full-time pitcher as a junior. Only college home run came off fellow future Cy Young winner Chris Sale. Fastest pitcher to reach 1,800 career strikeouts, doing so in just 240 games and 93.1 innings. Thank you, Casey. Right, Mel?
How about that?
We start the 4th inning as Aaron Judge looks at the ball. Judge redirected a fastball in the 1st inning, lined a single up the middle, came around to score on Bellinger's double. Three and one. Three and two. Fastball count. Here's the fastball. Try to hit it. Judge 2 for 8 with 2 strikeouts against deGrom in his career. Strike 3, and Judge knew it.
Well, deGrom has owned the outside corner since he came up. And this is right there on the corner. And he owns that corner and always has.
Foul bat. Bellinger doubled right near the top of the wall in right center. Part of the baseball actually touched the yellow line, and if you hit it above the yellow line, it's a home run. That's how close he came to a 2-run shot. Instead, he got a double and a ribby. Three and one. Yankees have won 9 of their last 10 games. They're 6-1 on this road trip. And there's a strike. And that's being challenged by Bellinger.
Pitch was called a strike. The batter's challenging.
See, I don't get that challenge, David.
Pitch is a strike. New York has 1 challenge left.
What's the worst thing? It's 3-2? I can see if it was a 3rd strike.
Yeah, but that's what we were talking about last night. You know, early in the game, be sure. It's got to be a really bad call.
This guy the other way and out of play.
That's what I love about this challenge system, though, is everybody's getting educated. There's a learning curve for everyone. What you think you see and what happens sometimes are 2 different things.
Chop, second base, Smith. And he throws it by Berger, allowing Bellinger to reach. And the ball goes into the Rangers dugout, and that allows Bellinger to go to second. That's an E4.
In the transition, just yanks it. And you know, Berger got caught flat-footed at first, too. So you can't really put this all on Josh Smith, but look at Berger at first. Kind of got caught, you know, open stance, a little late to the bag.
He is not a great defensive first baseman, and you could see he had some troubles there. There's Jazz Chisholm, robbed of an extra base hit. A beautiful running play by Carter to the right of center field.
Jazz absolutely smoked that ball when he hit it the first time. He thought it was gone. He could not believe it. 106 miles an hour and 400 feet later, it's an out.
One and one. Chisholm seems so much more confident over the last week plus at the plate. Seemed lost first couple of weeks. His takes are better. Not swinging wildly through the pitch. Nice play by Jansen. That one just missed. So 3 and 1. See what he's done the last 7 games. It all started with that home run in Boston down the right field line, or around the pesky pole. Jason Dominguez on deck. Dropped a changeup in on 3-1.
And a good one.
Chisholm calls time. Into center field. Carter coming on and makes the play. Dominguez struck out in the second. Had one hit yesterday in 4 at-bats, so since being called up, 1 for 5. Got a runner at second base, 2 outs. Yankees lead 1-0. 0-1.
It's a veteran pitcher. Knows that the rule of thumb is when you face the young guys, throw them soft stuff because they're anxious. The older guys, you throw them hard stuff because they're old. It's been around for 100 years, that theory of pitching. Young guys are anxious, they're quick. DeGrom knows that.
Fouls the fastball back, 2-2. Hit sharply, Berger will take it himself, and that'll do it. So DeGrom pitches around the E4. We go to the bottom of the 4th. WNBA on Prime is back Thursday night starting May 14th. A new chapter of the WNBA on Prime tips off. Don't miss a minute of the action. It's on Prime. It's turned into a decent evening here in Arlington. Before the game, they were preempting programming and talking about this tornado. They were talking about possible hail-sized, baseball-sized hail, which David and I were looking forward to seeing, but thankfully it missed this area. But they really were worried. But baseball-sized hail.
Yes.
That's big.
It's this part of the country. Go north on I-35 right up to Kansas City, where we'd see those tornadoes come from miles.
One and one. One-two. Seager ripped a double down the right field line in the first inning, one of 2 hits against Schlittler. Yankees also have 2 hits against DeGrom. Well, we talked up a pitcher's duel at the start, and so far it's delivered. Helped by some good defense by both teams. Strike 3, and that's going to be challenged by Seager.
Pitch is called a strike. The batter's challenging.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Let's see if Seager, the veteran, is right. He is.
Pitch to the ball. Texas has 1 challenge left.
Swing and a miss. Just delayed the strikeout.
Well, you picked up on this early, Michael, in terms of Schlittler feeling good and his good fastball, maybe the best one. Well, it's a lot of 4-seamers. You know, we talk about that 3-headed fastball he has, cutters, sinkers. Yeah, he's thrown some, but it's been about 75% powder river, 4-seam gas. here it is, hit it, and they ain't hitting it yet.
Here's Jock Peterson. Right in on the hands foul, back to the screen.
'99 on the thumbs.
Jock Peterson's won 2 World Series back-to-back, but with different teams. 2020 Dodgers, 2021 Braves. 34 years old, 13th big league season. And the right center on the run is Grisham, and he makes a nice running play.
Well, we are seeing some outfield play tonight. And great views. Get on your horse and go get it. Giddy up. Kind of left the curveball up there, did Cam. Kind of knew it. Got away with it. Got some help out there. And yeah, have some seeds.
Here's Jake Berger. Well, David, we've been talking up, the Yankee farm system. They developed Schlittler, Elmer Rodriguez getting called up tomorrow, Ben Rice. Well, Jack Curry has just tweeted out, our very own, that George Lombard Jr. is being moved up to AAA. He had been dominating both offensively and defensively in AA, so he's going up the next level. There's one more level to go.
Tremendous sign. Tremendously talented young player. A big part of the future for the Yankees. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Two outs, and again an 0-2 count. 1-2. And the pitch. High fly ball, left field and deep. Going back Bellinger. Now he comes in and he'll put it away for the final out. A 1-2-3 inning for Schlittler will go to the 5th. It's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. And tonight's picture is of Ava and Mike, who enjoyed a beautiful night at the ballpark last homestand. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and post your picture to social media to reflect your love for the Yankees. And we might spotlight you in a future game. Great skyline. A terrific American city. Austin Wells leads off. Were you a fan of the show Dallas?
I was just thinking about Dallas. I was thinking about North Dallas 40 too,
right.
The movie. But yes.
I mean, I loved Dallas so much. It was on Friday nights. I wouldn't go out until that show was over. So I'd go out at 10 o'clock. I think the show ran at 9 on Fridays. Terrific show.
Who shot JR?
We found out.
We are old.
Yes, we are. But they had a reboot that was also excellent. And then Larry Hagman passed away. And With no JR, it wasn't the same show.
He was great in I Dream of Jeannie, too.
Yes, he was. He was an astronaut who was quite honorable with Jeannie. I imagine you in that same situation. I don't know if that was workable.
He did a Mariner, though, didn't he?
He did end up marrying at the end, yes. 3-1. Hit sharply and past a diving Smith into right field for a base hit.
Nice job by Austin Wells. DeGrom leaves a fastball in the middle. Wells punishes it.
There's McMahon. 1-0. Two and one.
There was a time when Jacob deGrom and Matt Harvey were going to rule New York along with Noah Syndergaard. When they came up, boy, they had some talent, all three of them. But injuries had other ideas for all of them. They all had their issues.
Since 1920, minimum of 200 starts, only Kershaw has a better ERA than Jacob deGrom. Swing and a miss. And what makes that more impressive with Kershaw and deGrom, the era in which they pitch.
We talked about his usage of his changeup. He's thrown it well tonight. He's thrown a lot of them. Eight for 16 strikes and 3 swings and misses with it.
Caballero swings and misses. Tap, right side, Berger. There's one. No return throw. Caballero with 11 stolen bases, now a threat to go.
Yeah, once Berger gives it up to Seager, good job by Seager. Just do not try to turn it with Caballero running.
So Caballero has 11 stolen bases, but he's been caught the last 4 times. And Boone was asked about that before the game. He said, it's all part of the equation. He said, you can't take away that aggressiveness from him. That's just how he is. He gets big jumps. He's not a burner, but he gets big jumps. That's how he steals bases. Let's see if he goes. And Grisham takes low. Top of the 5th inning, Yankees lead 1-0 on the Bellinger double, driving in Judge way back in the 1st inning.
Good job by Grisham, waiting a few seconds longer to get in the box, to not give DeGrom time to hold the ball and freeze Caballero. To me, that's very subtle, but can make a difference. If Grisham gets in the box too soon, then that gives 4 or 5 extra seconds for DeGrom just to kind of freeze Caballero. Grisham's not allowing it, so well done. One of the best weapons a pitcher has is if you can just hold the ball and freeze a runner, catch him flat-footed. With the pitch clock and a batter that knows how to work that pitch clock, you can see Grisham waiting. He's waiting to get in the box. Very, very smart.
And he has until the 8-second mark on the clock to engage. Runner goes, no throw. So a stolen base for Caballero, his 12th.
You can see the key is just Caballero just keeping his feet moving. Just constant movement so that his jump is that much quicker off the start.
There's that good change. 2-2. So the 12 stolen bases leads the American League. Good take. 3-2. Grisham's 0 for 2. On deck is Rice. This will be the 84th pitch for DeGrom. And a ground ball to Smith. And that'll do it. No runs a hit. 1 man left. We're halfway through. Yankees up 1-0. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. DeGrom against Schlittler. It has so far lived up to its advanced billing. A pitcher's duel here in Texas. 1-0 Yankees on a first inning run that so far has held up. 6 strikeouts, no walks for Cam Schlittler over 4. It'll be Carter, Smith, and Osuna. Fly ball left field, Bellinger. 1 pitch, 1 out.
It's a beautiful thing. 4-seam fastball, pop up.
Just 67 pitches for Schlittler. 1 out in the 5th. Here's Josh Smith. And a strike. Ran the hands up, show bunt. He takes a strike.
37 for 48. Strikes thrown on that 4-seam fastball tonight for Schlittler. Almost 80%. And his cutter tonight, he's 8 for 9 throwing strikes with that. Almost 90%. Those are ridiculous strike numbers.
One and 2.
He's not aiming for the corners. Maybe when he gets ahead on his cutter or his breaking ball, he'll go for a pitch. challenge city tonight for Cam Schlittler.
And that is a pitch clock violation and a strikeout of Josh Smith. Wow. 7 strikeout for Schlittler.
It's the 8-second mark. You've got to acknowledge the pitcher by the 8-second mark, not just be in the box. That was close.
That was weird because Schlittler was not on the rubber either.
He was not.
He was climbing up the backside of the mound as it hit 8. One and one. Now, how do you score that? Is that a strikeout looking at your watch? He didn't swing, so I guess it's looking.
I'm biased. I give him the K.
Makes the seats out of play.
Jalen Beeks, the veteran lefty, warming up.
Two and two. Just got a piece to stay alive.
You know, a very old school night. Well, Austin Wells is doing a fantastic job of game calling. We've seen a lot of this. Like, set up down the middle, let's go, give it to me here. And Schlittler's movement will take over from there, but make them prove they can hit it before you get off of it. That's very old school.
So there's a full count, rare. And how about that, a walk. First walk for Schlittler, 5th of the year. And a strike. Ground ball, McMahon. He's going to go across the diamond with that strong arm. He gets Jansen, and that'll do it. 5 shutout innings for Cam Schlittler. Yankees lead 1-0. The majors, Don Mattingly back in the managerial seat, taking over for Rob Thompson, who was let go after the Phillies' poor start. And Donnie now working with his son Preston, who is the GM of the Phillies. Mason Miller had a shutout streak snap, and Kyle Tucker 2-run walk-off single, although he's hitting .236 this season for the Dodgers. Rice grounds one to Berger, who flips to DeGrom, 1 away on 1 pitch in the 6th. So here's Judge. He scored the only run in this game. He singled with 2 outs and then scored on Bellinger's double off the right center field wall. And a strike. One and one. One and two on that change.
And a good one. Old school straight change.
Driven into center field. Carter there. 2 outs. You know, we talked yesterday about the possibility of DeGrom, with all the injuries, possibly getting into the Hall of Fame. Well, coming into this game, he'd thrown 1,565 innings. The fewest innings pitched for a Hall of Fame pitcher was Dizzy Dean. He threw 1,967 innings. Don't know how much longer DeGrom's going to go at the age of 37. But it'll be a fascinating case study. But he has defied the odds before. David, in 2018, he won the Cy Young Award with only 10 wins. Had poor run support, but a 1.70 ERA, and the writers recognized him, and they voted him the award. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Bellinger down on strikes. Yankees down in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Discipline that delivers, brought to you by Vanguard.
Well, Cam Schlittler has really been uber aggressive tonight and throwing a ton of strikes. Excellent fastball. And he likes it tonight. You can tell when a pitcher likes his fastball. And what's not to like?
7 strikeouts, 1 walk, just 2 hits. A double by Seager in the first, a single. A bloop single left by Nimmo in the 3rd. Hit sharply and a base hit. Nimmo had it on the ground and got through. His 2nd hit of the game against Schlittler.
Now, first pitch curveball out over the plate and up. Nimmo goes out and hooks it up the middle.
Here's Josh Young. Looks like DeGrom is done as he gets congratulations in the dugout. Now it's up for his offense to pick him up. Count 2-0. Very rare 3-0. Some moving around in the Yankee bullpen. And he walked him. 2nd walk for Cam Schlittler.
long, slow walk from Austin Wells. Go out and visit, along with Matt Blake. Give that bully time to get up and get pumping.
That was Schlittler's first 4-pitch walk of the season. So Brent Hedrick first up for the Yanks. So the conference over, and now the dangerous Corey Seager at the plate. A double and a strikeout. He has 17 runs batted in on the season, second to Berger's 19. Nimmo's at second, Young's at first. .99 miles an hour.
Sinker.
Yeah. One nothing Yankees, bottom of the sixth. Oh and 2. Probably beating himself up for starting Nimmo off with a breaking ball, and boom, there's a base hit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great point. Sometimes it takes you a little bit to forget about making a mistake.
Swing and a miss, got him. 98 mile an hour four-seamer, one away, big strikeout.
First and second, nobody out. Great hitter. What are you going to do? Just a nasty sinker, down and away. Another one. Now let's go up top.
Just overpowered the 32-year-old Seager. So here's Jock Peterson. He's 0 for 2. And fill in the strike zone with gas. 0 and 1. Popped up, shallow center. Caballero back, waving everybody off. Will make the play. They had called the infield fly rule. 2 down. So here's Berger. He's 0 for 2. One and 0.
The Berger just missed one his last at bat. Fly ball deep to left field. First pitch cutter there.
And Austin Wells challenges that one.
Pitchers call the ball, catcher's challenging.
Good job. He almost waited too long. That's a good spot to do it.
He's right.
Pitch to strike. New York has 1 challenge left.
Well done.
.24 pitches challenged, 14 overturned. Popped up, shallow right, coming on Judge, and Schlittler works into and out of trouble. Impressive. 6 shutout innings. We go to the 7th. We go to Name That Yankee. 40-31 ERA of just over 3. 42 saves with the Yankees from 63 to 70. Modeled some other uniforms as well. It's a 10. So this one's difficult for some.
What's that logo? 62 to 63. What is that?
The Senators.
Oh, that's the Senators. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a logo. Couldn't read it. I got to change my glasses. Couldn't read that. I need bigger font.
Jalen Beeks, new pitcher, taking over Jacob deGrom. You know, I think what we saw in the bottom of the 6th, and correct me if I'm wrong, David, the Yankees don't let all of their pitchers work out of that jail. They'll go to the bullpen. That one's laced to left field. Osuna makes the play to retire Chisholm. But they said, no, you're the guy that gets out of this.
Trust.
Yeah.
Third time through the lineup. No. This guy's throwing 99. This guy's nails. His stuff has just been as good in that last inning after the first and second got on. First 2 batters got on. His stuff was just as good as it was all night. Finished with 99 miles an hour.
So here's Dominguez batting from the right side. Now he had some success at AAA. He had only 17 at bats from the right side. And that one is lined right to Smith. The Yankees have hit 2 bullets in the inning, and there's 2 outs. So in the 17 at bats, right-handed in the minors, he had 6 hits. Again, not a big sample size, but you want to see him improve in that area to kind of finish off his game. Here's Austin Wells. 1-0. Popped up. Long run for Young, but that'll make the seats out of play. A happy Yankee fan.
Nice glove.
Yeah. Deep to right field. Going back, Nimmo on the track at the wall. See ya. A home run for Wells. And the Yankees double their lead. It's 2-0. Home run against the lefty. Here's McMahon. Now they're not lifting McMahon for pinch hitter because it's a close game. They want his defense at third base. That is a happy Yankee dugout.
The production in the Yankee lineup is broadening out, and yeah, lefty on lefty, up and in too. Cleared him right out of there. Up and out of there.
Third home run of the year for Wells. One and two. Did he go? Nope. Still 2-2 on McMahon. He's 0 for 2 tonight, has a 5-game hitting streak. And the count full. Swing and a miss. McMahon down on strikes. But the Yankees give themselves more of a lead. Austin Wells against the left-hander goes deep. His 3rd home run of the year. And when it lands, the Yankees have a 2-0 lead. 7th inning recap brought to you by Car Shield. 2-4-0 for the Yanks, 0-3-1 for Texas. Cam Schlittler had another outstanding game. Austin Wells, a solo home run. DeGrom was terrific as well. And Brandon Nimmo, 2 singles against Schlittler. Well, that'll do it for Schlittler as Brent Hedrick comes on. And the first pitch is grounded up middle, a base hit for Sam Haggerty. Pinch hitting for Evan Carter. So Aaron Boone makes a call to the bullpen, brought to you by Taco Bell. And it brings in Hedrick, who gives up a single to the pinch hitter, Haggerty. Good numbers for Hedrick so far. And here's Josh Smith, lefty-lefty. Bounced up there, nice block by Wells, keeping Haggerty at first.
Good call, Michael. I mean, that was not easy. That could have easily got away from him, but he turned his body in enough to kind of corral it.
Two and 0. Fernando Cruz. That's tipped into the glove of Wells for a strike. 2-1. Strike 2. You can see how Hedrick has moved up in the circle of trust for Aaron Boone to bring him into a game like this. 7th inning following Schlittler.
Well, this is the lane. Pitcher's always got a ball in their hands.
Center field. Grisham got a good jump to run it down. 1 away. Grisham's had a good day in center. So with Osuna due up, Rangers are going to go for another pinch hitter. And Andrew McCutchen, the veteran.
This is part of the strategy. 3-batter minimum. Hedrick's got to face McCutchen here. No choice.
So Skip Schumacher gets him in a situation where he has to face the lefty. And that's what happens here. It's 250 against lefties in the early going, and against righties 133. And a strike. Popped up. Grisham makes the play. Check that. Chisholm makes the play for the second out.
Nice little rebound from Hedrick here. A couple of good pitches. First pitch, base hit up the middle. Ball's down 2-0. Comes right back.
Here's Danny Jansen. Jumps on the first pitch and fouls it back. Jansen grounded out to third twice against Schlittler. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Yankees lead 2-0. Jacob Junis likely pitched the 8th inning for Texas. Did he go? Nope. Told you earlier, it's better against the Yankees than any other team. So 2-1 on Jansen. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Four-seamer up top. Hedrick's got a couple of different kinds of fastballs, two-seam, four-seam. He uses them both. And got a splitter for right-handed batters, too.
Count 3-2, so that releases Haggerty at first. And the pitch. Missed outside. So Jansen walks. Now the tying runs are on base for Texas. And that'll bring up Nimmo.
One way or another, this will be the last hitter at Hedrick's bases. Cruz ready, Young on deck.
Oh, 0-1. He's got some movement on that fastball. It's 94, 95, but he gets it past people.
Yes. Got some life.
And then comes back with the slider, so quickly ahead, 0-2.
Yeah, this is the third pitch that could really help him lefty on lefty. He's got a good splitter. He's almost had reverse splits because of that good splitter and being able to get out right-handed batters. But that's the pitch we're looking for improvement from, and that was a good one.
Bounced up there, blocked by Austin Wells. Dangerous. Josh Young is on deck. First and second for the Rangers. Tying runs on base. Yankees lead 2-0. Did he go? Yes, he did. Nimmo strikes out. Hedrick gets out of a jam. No runs a hit. Rangers leave 2. We go to the 8th. Well, come celebrate Star Wars Day at Yankee Stadium on Saturday, May 2nd. There'll be appearances by your favorite Star Wars characters, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance receive a Max Fried Mandalorian bobblehead. Tickets are going fast, so get your tickets today at Yankees.com, and may the force be with you. New pitcher is Jacob Junis. 10th big league season, 33 years old. He's essentially been closing for the Rangers. Robert Garcia and Chris Martin are on the IL. Jose Caballero will lead it off. In there for strike 1-1. Junis was with Cleveland last year, 2.97 ERA. Over the last 3 seasons, 2.76. 1-2. Signed a 1-year, $4 million deal with the Rangers in January. Some changes. Andrew McCutchen stays in at left. Sam Haggerty is in center. Two and two. Tap, shortstop. Seager charges and gets Caballero flying down the line for the first out of the inning. And back to the top of the order, and Trent Grisham, 0 for 3 tonight. One and 0.
Junis has never really been overpowering. Low 90s sinker, but he's had a pretty good slider, always has.
If the name rings a bell for Yankee fans, July 26, 2018, he hit Aaron Judge with a pitch, causing a chip fracture in Judge's right wrist, knocked him out for 45 games. Up the middle. Nice play there by Seager. Throws to first, got him. The veteran shortstop took a base hit away from Trent Grisham. We've seen some defense tonight.
Oh, that was really well done. He landed it somewhat awkwardly, too. Got up a little gingerly, but he's got plenty of arm strength to make that play from his knees. Yeah, he's banged himself up a little bit there.
Here's Ben Rice against the righty Junis.
See how a little bit of awkward landing on his knee. Yeah.
Grounded to first. Berger takes it himself. Junis gets the Yankees in order. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Afternoon on Yes. The Yankees and the Rangers play the series finale here in Arlington. Coverage starts at 2 for the FanDuel pregame, and first pitch is scheduled for 2:35 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. And we'll get the major league debut of highly touted Elmer Rodriguez, kid who's done at AAA. He'll be facing the veteran Nathan Eovaldi. Again, coverage begins at 2 on Yes, so be there. Fernando Cruz comes on for the Yanks. And the first pitch is rocketed to left field. It's a base hit for Josh Young. And Bellinger gets it in a hurry.
Right in the wheelhouse. First pitch. Sometimes that's always the best one you're going to see.
Pitch is high to Seager. One and one. One and two, that splitter. Two and two. We've said it before, the key with Cruz, get ahead and then you could use that splitter, but when he falls behind, that's a pitch that they lay off of. 2-2. 3-2. And the lefty swinging Peterson is on deck. 2-0 Yankees, bottom of the 8th inning. And he works a walk. So the tying runs are on base.
Pretty good adjustments from a veteran left-handed hitter there to lay off of those pitches.
Well, this guy's dangerous. He's got power. Last night against Doval, pinch hitting off the bench, home run. And now Matt Blake will go out, try to settle down Cruz.
Settle down Cruz and buy a little time for some action in the bullpen. Jake Bird.
Lefty and a righty up in the bullpen for Texas. Peterson 0 for 3, all 3 at bats against Schlittler. Yankees back, obviously looking for 2. And how about that? Peterson squares the bunt, takes pitch low. A little surprising if that's the ultimate plan.
Yeah, that was not on my bingo card for him tonight.
There's a strike, unless he's just waiting and taking a strike. But that doesn't make much sense, David.
I'm with you. I'm not sure the last time Jock Peterson ever bunted. Probably high school.
And again squaring. And he bunts to Cruz. Cruz to third. Got him! Oh, what a pick by McMahon! Cruz from his backside gets the force at third.
Boy, once he goes down, this is the only play he's got. And yes, stay on the bag and pick it, and got him. And also got spiked.
Texas is challenging the out call at third base.
I didn't see him safe there.
No. I think you put this in the category of you might as well burn it, I guess. But what a job by McMahon. By Cruz to get it there, McMahon to stay on the bag.
Yeah, every replay I see, he's out.
He's out, and he's got nails in his calf.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. Texas loses its challenge.
I mean, it's kind of a waste of a challenge.
It is.
So two odd decisions there. Peterson bunting and then challenging a call that was clearly correct by John Tumpain.
I can tell you one thing, Michael. I've been spiked. It is not pleasant. Metal spikes into your leg.
Berger swings through a splitter. A little secret that Cruz started out as a third baseman in the Royals organization, so a little infield panache there.
Shades of Andy Pettit, Game 4, 96 World Series. Bit of a stretch, but
swing and a miss. He got him on 3 splitters. 2 away.
well, no 2 splitters are the same when you have Fernando Cruz and taking spin off of the baseball and throwing that big of a moving pitch. Those were a couple of the best ones he's thrown tonight.
So Duran is going to pinch hit for Haggerty.
Game 5, Andy Pettit.
Okay.
96.
Oh and 1. Strike 2, 0 and 2.
Like a knuckleball.
Time called.
Just to nerd out a little bit for you, Michael, the spin rate on that splitter is about 600 RPMs. That's almost, you know, as low as it can get. That's why it gets so much movement on that pitch.
Long set. And the 0-2. Grounded foul. Josh Smith on deck. Seager at second. Peterson's at first. 2 men out. Bottom of the 8th. 2-0 Yanks. Swing and a miss. Fernando cruising his way out of a jam. First and second, nobody out, and he works his way out and holds the lead for the Yankees. The pinch hitter, Duran, goes down. No Moss. By Booking.com. One more game on this road trip tomorrow. First pitch 2:35 on yes. Then the Yankees come home for 4 against the Orioles, a wraparound series. And then the Rangers come into the Bronx before the Yankees head on the road again with 3 against Milwaukee. Cole Winn is the new pitcher for the Rangers. And he starts the 9th inning with a strike to Aaron Judge.
This is the part I miss the most, Michael. Just talking smack with your boys, with your troops. Laying it on thick. Love it.
What I liked, he came into the dugout. Obviously, he's pumped up when he leaves the mound. And Matt Blake comes over to him with a serious face. Probably says, "We need you to pitch the 9th." And Cruz looked at him shocked, and then Blake started laughing.
Good read.
But you could see those are teammates that like him. They were really happy for him to get out of that jam. And, you know, they want to win the game.
They love the energy, the emotion.
Max Fried pumped up. One, 2. 2-2. Quite a baseball game here in Arlington, Texas. Pitchers duel at the start. Runs are at a premium. It's 2-0 Yankees. Drilled deep to left field. McCutchen back. Track. Wall. See ya. Into the second deck. A long home run for Judge. And the Yankees lead 3-0. Now he's tied with Murakami for the top of the American League home run list. Crowd still buzzing. 424 feet. Two 2-0 on Bellinger. 1 for 3 tonight. RBI double in the first.
Bang, zoom to the moon. Almost 7 seconds of hang time. That's Ray Guy and then some.
Left field. On the run, McCutchen, and he'll make the play.
Yeah, way up there. Yeah, up there. That's not the seat you buy to get a home run ball. Usually.
And it was a Yankee fan who caught it.
Career home run number 380 for Aaron Judge.
And in 41 games against the Texas Rangers, that's his 13th home run. And the most famous one of the 13 was home run number 62, which was hit right here in this ballpark.
There's Ruth, there's Mantle, there's Gehrig, and then there's Judge on the home run list all time for the Yankees.
To Aaron Judge about 62 in game 1 of this series, and he said every time he steps into this ballpark he thinks about it a little bit, but it's not the home run itself that he thinks about. It's spending time with his teammates after the game, talking about it. They were all there supporting him obviously throughout that run, the final month of the season, and throughout that month he said the thing that stands out to him the most is he's never been booed so many times for leading off with a double. He was leading off during those games a lot of time that final month of the season. He said people just wanted to see him hit that home run and hit home runs in general there in September, and that, looking back on it, makes him laugh a little bit.
And that record still stands. It was challenged last year by Cal Raleigh. He fell short. So still the single season American League home run king. 3-2 to Jazz. And down goes Chisholm. No, it was a foul ball. Well, let's check out the Judge home run. We'll take a look at the Spectrum exit velocity. 112.7. Now it's a strikeout as Chisholm goes down for the second out. David Bednar getting ready, try to nail it down on the bottom of the ninth. Here's Jason Dominguez 0 for 3. Hitting right-handed, lined out sharply to Smith at second base in the 7th inning. So 2 more home runs for the Yankees tonight, Wells and Judge. And the other run, an RBI by Bellinger that missed a home run by about 2 inches. Yankees came into action tonight with 46 home runs, leading the major leagues, as the Dodgers had 45. Ground at first base, Berger. To win, and that'll do it in the ninth. But the Yankees pad the lead, and they do it in impressive fashion. The captain steps up, and he just crushes a baseball, sends it into orbit. Home run, 3-0. Trying to name that Yankee. Here are the clues. And the bigger clue, do you know what it is?
I think I do.
Okay,
Hector Lopez. Oh, man, I thought it was Hector Lopez.
Steve Hamilton.
Wow.
He made the folly floater famous. They stop and then just flip it up there.
The key is land first. Get your foot down like a hitter. Get your foot down and then do it. That's the style that position players should use when they come into a game. It's a pitch.
Just land and throw.
Yes.
David Bednar deals a strike to Smith. Only person to play an NCAA basketball championship, NBA championship, and a World Series. Played 2 seasons in the NBA when the Lakers were in Minneapolis, and his high arcing eephus pitch was the folly floater. Left field off the bat of Smith. Bellinger is there. One away.
Didn't Ted Williams take him deep in the All-Star game one year? I think on that pitch.
I think that was the Ethos pitch, not Steve Hamilton.
That wasn't Hamilton,
No.
right. The Folly floater. Wow.
And Dave LaRoche threw a lob later on for the Yankees. The 1-0. 1-1 on McCutchen. These two were teammates with the Pirates. Bednar and McCutchen. Yankees looking for their 20th win of the year, and they'll reach a milestone, a benchmark. They would go 10 over. They'll be 20-10 after 30 games. Now the Yankee record for most wins through April is 21. That's in 2003. They were 21-6. Yankees have one more game in April. That's tomorrow afternoon. But that record's a little skewed too, because they used to start seasons on April 15th. So this is more of a modern day thing. Ground ball. McMahon bobbles, regains, fires. And the tag is late. McCutchen beats it out. So the Rangers still alive.
McCutchen can still put pressure on you because he gets down the line. And once that bobble happened, that's all McCutchen needed. And a little throw high and wide as well.
There's Danny Jansen. Missed inside. Jansen 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Bednar deals outside. Driven out into left center field. On the run is Grisham. He can't get there, and it rolls to the wall. McCutchen rounding third. He's coming home. Going to third is Jansen. He'll make it. Rangers on the board, and down on the warning track is Trent Grisham. They're looking at his left knee.
He had to cover a lot of ground. He tried to make kind of a lunging play and landed awkwardly.
Well, that's a good sign. He's going to stay in the game, so the Yankees breathe a sigh of relief. So he feels good enough to have some sunflower seeds. So the Rangers on the board, a triple by Jansen.
You can see him trip right before the wall. So the Aaron Judge home run looming large right now.
Well, the Yankees return to Prime next Wednesday. They take on these very same Rangers. Don't miss a minute of Yankees coverage beginning at 6:30, only on Prime. That game will be at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and right here on Prime. So that brings up the tying run. Brandon Nimmo with a runner on third base and one out. Yankees up 3-1, bottom of the ninth. Long layoff there for Bednar as they were tending to Grisham. Two and 0. Infield back, they don't care about that run at third. There's a strike. Ground ball by Nimmo. They'll take the out and let Jansen score. Josh Young, who has 4 home runs, is on deck. Two and 2. All going swimmingly. The ground ball by McCutchen, if it's fielded cleanly, it's 2 outs, nobody on. But a bad throw and a bobble. E5, and then Jansen with the triple. And the Rangers are on the board and threatening. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bednar deals. And that hits Nimmo. And he takes first base. So now the tying run is at first. And the winning run is at the plate.
Trying to go up the ladder and just end enough, and Nimmo knows it. What a hit batter that is.
Now let me ask you this, David. Did he try to get out of the way of that?
Well, that is a tough one to call. It's not like he leaned into it, but he certainly didn't get out of the way. Smart play.
Like he put his wing up there.
Yeah, it was there. That would be a pretty hard one to overturn on a judgment call.
Yankees didn't argue it. So this crowd has not had much to cheer about. Now they are into it in the bottom of the 9th inning. Yankees had a nail-biter last night in the bottom of the 9th inning with Bednar on the mound. Can they work out of it again? Here's Young. Yankees back for the double play. First and third, 1 man out. Strike.
First pitch splitter. That's Bednar's best chance to get a ground ball is with that split finger.
Throws it again, 0-2.
The good one there.
Crowd of 26,767 on this Tuesday evening. Yankees lead 3-1, bottom of the 9th inning, trying to hold on for their 20th win and Cam Schlittler's 4th win. Foul ball.
Young is such a good fastball hitter. He's seen nothing but splitters so far.
And the 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Jansen scores. Bellinger gets the ball into third. Stopping at second is Nimmo. And the Rangers have pulled to within 1. It's 3-2.
One of the problems with throwing 4 straight splitters is that each one has to be better than the previous one. And this was in reverse order. His worst one was the last one.
Tying runs at second base. The veteran Seager at the plate. 1 for 3 with a walk. Misses with the splitter. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play. And the Yankees hold on. And they win 3-2.
Got the ground ball he was looking for. 6 straight splitters.
Texas. Texas is challenging the out call at second base.
Did he keep his foot on the bag? Yep, he did. We'll see what they see back in New York. But right now, 4-6-3 inning-ending, game-ending double play. Looks like he kept his foot.
Yeah, it's worth a shot if you're Texas. You obviously have to challenge. But nice turn by Jazz and Jose. And Bednar made a pitch when he needed to.
The whole Yankee team staring at the board out in right center field. Not leaving the field, waiting for the official call. Does the replay room agree? Here we go.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. The game is over.
And the Yankees win by a score of 3-2. They hold on. They win their 20th game of the year. A brilliant performance by Schlittler and a lot of twists and turns. Fun game.
Fun game. Good game. I would love to hear John Sterling's call at the end of this one. Yankees win. That would have been a good one.
All right, let's check out a Mazda players of the game, David.
Well, Austin Wells called a great game. And with a punctuation mark, lost one. And then on the mound, of course, Cam Schlittler continues his incredible start to his career.
Little battery right there. All right, so 2 for 3, Austin Wells solo home run. Cam Schlittler 6 innings, 3 hit shutout ball. And down on the field, Meredith Varankovich is talking to the Yankee catcher.
Thank you, Michael. Austin, another solid performance. This one a pitcher's duel early. Cam Schlittler, 6 scoreless. What stood out to you tonight about his stuff again?
Yeah, he went out there and did his job. Got ahead on most guys and was able to put them away. I don't know how many strikeouts he had, but he got a lot of outs for us.
Hey, you look at that 6th inning, he ran into a little bit of trouble with runners on 1st and 2nd. Aaron Boone showed his confidence in him. How did you get him to navigate? How were you able to navigate him through the heart of the order there to get out of it unscathed?
Yeah, I think that might have been the most impressive inning of the year so far for him. Nobody on or no outs, 1st and 2nd. Got the first guy and was able to just have the confidence to go out there and throw his pitches. I mean, he's got amazing stuff. So, no change of game plan there. Just go right after him.
Then in that 8th inning, it was Fernando Cruz who was getting into some trouble. What are you thinking when he makes that play from the ground at third base there?
I mean, he got drafted not as a pitcher, so not surprising play. I expected him to make it there.
Hey, offensively, you were credited with a home run there, obviously. What was your approach against Beeks there that allowed you to drive that ball out?
I was just looking for something close to me and got a pitch up, got the bat to it, and made a good swing. So got a good pitch to hit, and it went.
Second straight night, the Rangers really made David Bednar work. How did you get him out of that inning?
They had some good at-bats there, took some close pitches, but, back-to-back nights grinding through it, but, finished the job and got it done, so, got the W.
Any doubt in your mind that they had turned that double play? I know the challenge system makes it a little interesting there at the end.
No, but you never know, so, I was really hoping that we did turn that double play there.
Austin, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
Michael, we'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Austin, and thank you, Meredith. So the Yankees hold on. They win 3-2, 3-5-1, beating 2-7-1. Schlittler goes to 4-1. Bednar, his 9th save. DeGrom, his first loss. Aaron Judge had a home run. That proved to be the difference in the game. Special thanks to producer Troy Benjamin, director Dan Barr, Mike Webb, and our executive producer is Jared Ames Boschnack. Hey, don't forget to join us again next Wednesday when the Yankees host a rematch against the Rangers, this time at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. on Prime, with first pitch coming just after 7. For more coverage on tonight's game, well, tune in to the Yes Network for the WB Mason postgame show. Once again, the final score in a nail-biter, the Yankees 3 and the Texas Rangers 2. For David Cohn and Meredith Marakovitz, I'm Michael Kay saying see ya from Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Have a good night, everybody. So long.